and welcome to Flashback's Garage. As you can see, my Escort is now primed and it's looking good. It's drying. It's been drying a few hours already, but I'll let that dry a few more. Maybe tomorrow I'll sand it. And at the moment I'm in the process of base coating this trunk lid, and man, this is giving me headaches. I don't know what's going on today. My spray gun gave like bursts. It's not as smooth as yesterday. There's a few trash in the surface, but it's looking better than yesterday. There was the spot that irritated me, and now it's gone. So in that way it's better. And I don't know what happened with the spray gun. I washed it thoroughly yesterday. I used the same settings as yesterday. I drained the compressor and hose and this one, and it still gave that. After I washed it again today, it sprayed better. So there might have been some issues with assembling or something, I don't know. And the paint is drying fairly slow. I don't know why. At the middle, I don't know what's going on here, but I use this Nippon VBC water-based base coat, and I use this water-based thinner, and also I use this accelerator for water-based. So maybe that's the problem, but I don't know. I used this both yesterday, and it worked perfectly, but not today. Today many things are kicking me into head, and of course there was a little insect again, and which made a rally point right about there, and to the wet surface. Of course couldn't go to the side where it's all dry, but yeah, there you can see that it goes over. But I'm not going to sand this anymore. I'm going to spray the clear coat and see what happens. Although there is few trash in the surface, it's looking pretty good. So I'm spraying the lacquer today and see how it turns out to be. Yeah, that's that, and I'll take you guys with me when I'm spraying the lacquer. So yeah. and here's the result of my second attempt to lacquer a panel. So let's see what happened. I must warn, it's not pretty. And here it is. The surface itself looks pretty okay on the top. Of course, there's trashes in many places, but the surface is looking good. The reflection looks pretty damn awesome with €4 per liter lacquer, and but this lower section here, I had the problems. There's a run down there is a run, as you can see. There's a little run that I'm not worried about. There's a license plate coming over that, and there's a run, a huge run actually. So that's the result. Not pretty, but I would say well, sandable. And I thought that the result is this because I sprayed the first layer too close and too tight overlap. I should have done a little bit further and a little bit faster, or overlapping a little bit less. So that might have been one point to prevent those runs. Also, one thing is that the lacquer that I'm using doesn't need to be thinned. It's optional to 10%. From 0 to 10%, I thin it 10%, and if I haven't done that, maybe those runs would not have been the result. And one thing that I thought might be that my spray gun has a 1.5 tip, and the recommended tip for the lacquer is 1.3 to 1.4. So that might be the reason too. So I need to be careful when I'm spraying it again. But what I'm pleased with is that the color looks totally smooth. There's no cloudiness anywhere. So I'm pleased with that. When I did that bonnet last was it September or so, I had a little bit of cloudiness in that bonnet, and I have sanded that, and it's waiting for another coat of paint. So in that way, I'm pleased with this result. But yeah, I need to sand this and try to get those trashes away, and try to use maybe a razor blade to get those runs off, and re-coat this trunk lid. So a little more work. And one thing I definitely need to do is to build my own booth here. This can't be the way I do things. That I have all this stuff here and dust everywhere, and I paint and then I sand and do things like this. So my plan is to this is a little bit hard to explain for me, or to get I'm trying to put plastic around the car, attach it to the roof. But the problem, if I'm trying to use some kind of a fan or under the garage door, is that it will open from the top. So I'm planning on doing a little bit of door right here and make a huge filter in it, and it will blow outside to that door. But the intake is also a little bit problematic. I might take that window down and put a fan over there. So I need to figure out how I'm gonna do it. Yeah, that's it for today. And I must say that reflection looks pretty awesome after all. It's getting a smooth finish. I hope that I don't have those trashes over there and those ones. I like the color. Yeah, and it's looking even better in the sun. So that's it for now. Okay, bye bye.